in the world. I am perfectly land with my destiny. Sunday fun day. Did we spring ahead? Did you lose an hour's sleep? I know, right? What is going on in the universe? We are just moving ahead so we can have all the light that we need. Bring on the light. Let your love light shine. And now we have a little extra sunshine. So here in South Florida, we are enjoying 90-degree weather. No matter where you are, we're really excited to share 90-degree weather today. I got in the car and it said it was 90 degrees. I was like, really? How lovely. And we come here to the center and one of our ACs is not cooperating with us today. So, whew, it's a hot day in sunny South Florida and we are excited to connect with you because we're springing ahead to our destiny. This is the time when Mercury is doing its little dance. Do a little dance, make things go wrong. It's Mercury retrograde, yes indeed. So we got our Mercury retrograde kind of trying to snarl things up. We are all doing our best to navigate that, but at the same time, we laid a lot of seeds. We planted a lot of seeds in our garden of intentions when we came into the new year of 2019. Do you remember? It wasn't that long ago, although look, we are in March 10th, 2019 to be exact. And the way things are moving around us, we are seeing that all of the planets, everything is really doing its best. The universe is doing its best to support you and say, we can do this. We're going to raise you up. We're going to assist you on the journey. You just need to be sure about your intentions. So what are your intentions? Do you recall? Those of you who are online, do you recall what you requested of yourself in the universe in the manifestation process in this time of 2019's beginning, the birth of 2019? When we were divining and designing our 2019, what was on your wish list? What was on your intention list? And how's that going for you? Are we there yet? No, we sound like little kids in the car. Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. It's a journey. And in this case, it's the never-ending journey. It's the everlasting, eternal evolution and transition of your soul. So as you move forward and you embrace everything that is unique to you, ask yourself every day, is what I am feeling and doing in alignment with what I desire my outcome to be? Is what I'm doing and feeling in alignment with what my desired outcome is, what I desire to have before me? How am I aligning myself with the greatest good of the outcome that is in my vision, that's in my mindset, that's in my soul, that I'm looking to accomplish? And there's so many things. You know, many of us, when we start this new year, we say, oh, I'm going to go on a diet, I'm going to go to the gym, and we start to list all the activities. And usually they come first because we are trained to be action-orientated in this world. And then there's that part where it's like, well, what's the meaning of life? What have I come to be? Who have I come to be? What is the important aspects of my life that I want to focus on? How do I want to grow as a person? How do I want to grow spiritually? And how does that really work for me? And what's the best way to get there? So as we look at this, it's so important for everyone to go back to basics. Every day, wake up in the morning and be grateful. Every day, open one eye, then maybe two eyes, and say, wow, I'm awake. I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm an enthusiastic being. I'm alive and I'm awake, I'm an enthusiastic being. And really just tap into the fact that, shoot, you woke up. Yes, indeed, you did. Lucky you. You woke up. Yay! And so, knowing that you are charged with divine essence that's going to radiate from you every day, all day, then that's perfect. Because that will become the canvas for everything you'll create during your day. And with the intention and paying attention to your thoughts, your words, your feelings, these will be the ingredients for the creation of that desired outcome that we dictated to ourselves that we wanted. We said, this is what I want. You know, sometimes we're really hard on ourselves and we say, this is what I want. I haven't been here yet. I don't understand. How am I going to get here? And we get frustrated in the process because things don't move quickly enough for us. So if we are noticing that we are still in the state of desiring it, because it's okay to change your mind. I am still in the creation process, so creation takes time. Even God took a while to create the universe, right? And we have the vision still, and we're still tapped in and tuned into that feeling of what we desire. So as we are in alignment with that creation, and we are getting ready to take advantage of the light and the beauty of our days, and we're looking to move forward in a way that will facilitate our desire, then now's the time. Now's the time for you to notice and plant those seeds for yourself. Now's the time to tend to that garden. It's spring. So we had a thought, we had an idea at the end of December, in January. It got cold. Some of you had snow. Someone said earlier, I think they have like 9 degrees in, I think it was Minnesota. That's a little chilly, right? So wherever you are, you still are going to have a little bit more sunlight. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. So we've got the sun. So if we've got sun, we've got that great central sun that fuels the entire planet. We have that light to infuse us, to inspire us, to illuminate us, and to, well, cast out the darkness in circumstances and conditions, no matter what they may be. So as you move forward on this journey, ask yourself what you want to accomplish today. But not that thought, not that thinking, not that thought. The feeling of what we want to accomplish today. And we'll be ready to spring ahead. We'll be ready to create a beautiful garden filled with all the aspects of life that we desire. It's something that is in us. It's just a matter of reactivating it, just reconnecting to it. I see we have a lot of people online. Thank you so much. Michael Allen says he's in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Ooh, a little chilly there. Very interesting in this energy of, here we've got snow and cloud, but it's snow and cold, but in my heart they have love. Yes, indeed. So someone's telling us she's got love in her heart, she's got light in her heart. So we are connecting to people, and we are really looking forward to your comments here. I am going to be answering questions. We are really excited about answering questions and planting these seeds of greatness. And of course, looking at what's to come. How do we move forward? What is it that we're going to do to facilitate this experience? And what do you need to know? What's the missing piece? What's the missing link? Do you know? What's that song? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Do you get what you're hoping for? When you look behind you, there's no open door. What are you searching for? Do you know? Right, that's the question. Do we know? Interesting, my spirits gave me that song. I don't even know where that song came from. But think about it. Do you really know what it is you want? I can tell you if someone's going to stay together. I can tell you that. I can tell you if they're going to leave, if they're coming back. We can look into the great crystal ball and see what we see. But it's really not about that. It's about, what are you creating? What is it that you want to create? You are the creator here. You're the one tending to your garden of life. And what are the aspects that you're planting? What's here for you? We're going to take some cards here. And we're going to see, first card that flew out. It flew. It is flowing, and it says sacred space. You need to create sacred space. That's really important for you, to create some sacred space in your life and open yourself up. And then we have true love. Who's looking for true love? Raise your hand. Can I see ya? I got true love. Interesting enough, Valencia Jean says, hello, Sarah. How do you manifest real love? Well, I guess this card's for you, Valencia Jean. Queen Guinevere, the goddess Guinevere, says true love. I love Guinevere from the Knights of the Round Table. And then Diana, we were just talking about this. Focus your intention. These are the cards that flew out. Diana, focus your intention. Be aware of your thoughts and have unwavering thoughts. And Ishtar, we need boundaries. We need to understand the boundaries. We need to understand what's good for us and what's not good for us. And when someone crosses a line, say, oh no, you crossed the line. Back it up, back it up, back it up. We are allowed to feel what we want to feel. You are allowed to be in that energy. You are a unique being. It's you who need to be in tune with your feelings. And when your feelings feel out of sorts, before we look outside, look inside and say, wow, something came up for me. What could that be? Where is that stemming from? Because that's so important to recognize where some of these emotions come from. People are just mirrors in our lives. They are catalysts for change. And they will activate things that have been laying dormant that need to be examined. And this is important. And then speaking of examining and looking at this healing process of things that come up, the wounds, we've got the medicine woman. So this is another key to it here, for us to create the sacred space, to ask for the medicine woman, to have a focused intention, to set boundaries, to ask and desire true love. These are all important aspects of what we are creating. And in this time of change, and it is a time of change, you need to be ready. I'm like, oh, Spirit, they're not going to like this. You need to be ready for anything. Anything can come up on you at any time, and that's not a bad thing. You may have an opportunity. You may have sowed a seed of greatness, sowed a desire 15 years ago, and then zoop, there it is, right in front of you. And you're like, oh my God, I never thought this would come. And so you need to jump on board and seize that opportunity and be welcoming to this new change, this new feeling. Something that you've asked for is most likely going to come back around. If you have not received it yet, it is a gift dangling from the heavens. And maybe it hasn't been in your line of sight. Maybe you've been focused, looking down. I was talking to someone earlier and they were telling me they find money on the ground, and so they're looking down and they're finding money every day. They're finding pennies and quarters, and so they're talking about what they find on the ground. So we look down and then they get to look up and there's gifts up there. And so the gifts that you seek are all around you. They're in your energetic field. But often we are looking down, or we're looking at a circumstance or a situation or a problem, and we are inviting that in, and we are doing a dance with that problem. We are kind of, tending to the problem instead of tending to our garden. We were talking earlier, and we were talking about things we wanted to implement here for all of you, things that we can put together. And as we plan how we're going to put these things together, we were looking at some of the bumps, the things that may prove to be, how would we say it, Helena, like a learning curve, and I said, well, but this could pose a problem, right? And then the word problem came up again. And then the word problem came up again. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. No, we have no problems. We have no problems. They are things that we are going to learn so that we can be familiar, so that we can avoid a bump along the path. But often when we're faced with obstacles, we are looking at them as problems. We are looking at them as something that can stop us, block us. And in this case, in the creation process, problems are not necessarily roadblocks, although many of us have been led to believe that it is a roadblock. Many obstacles are there for you to expand how you interact with the contrast, to expand how you manage your thoughts and emotions when faced with something that makes your desire seem unattainable or a circumstance or condition insurmountable. How do you handle that? Do you buy into the illusion, or do you just sit and let the universe unfold a different pathway, a different way to get exactly where you want, and perhaps a better version of what you want? Because the universe has a magnificent version of everything for you. It's the limiting beliefs within us that create the circumstance and condition to become a problem. So now we have to ban that word from future meetings because we have no problems, right? No one has any problems. Oh, let's see. We've got questions. Michael Allen's like, am I on the list, Helena? Michael Allen, I'm sure you're on the list. Brittany Amber, hello. Lynn Wilkins, did you get to me, Helena? We are lining up questions here. Helena is lining them up, and I am opening up the space to spirit. And as we spring ahead and we've got a little bit more sunshine, we want you all to know that it's a great joy and a great love that we have to connect with all of you on a daily basis through Facebook, those of you who follow our posts, and Instagram and YouTube. And we love our Wednesdays with you, and we love our Sunday Fun Days with you. Sunday Fun Days with each one of you is a magnificent time. So we're very grateful for all of you. Kuan Yin is in the building. The energy of Kuan Yin is with us. Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion. We're going to invoke the angels here. We're going to invoke Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael. We're going to ask for the winds of the north, the south, the east, and the west. We're going to ask that all the messages here are for your highest, highest good, and that everything is in divine alignment for you. Kuan Yin jumps out of the deck again, so this means release judgment about yourself and others and focus on love and light that is within everyone. And I could not think of a better card to share with all of you as a group today. Kuan Yin of compassion on this day where we have a little more sunshine, a little bit more light. We gained another hour of daylight for us to release judgments about ourselves and others and focus on love and light. Lose the darkness in the aspects of life. Don't allow them to creep up and consume you, and see light in everyone, because everyone has a light. Everyone is a light, and everyone has their dark side. Everyone has things that they are navigating. And when we judge someone else, remember, we know not the journey that they have chosen to take on in this lifetime. We know not the story behind their experience. You know, there's a saying that says, everyone sees the glory, but they don't know the story. You know, on the outside, sometimes people make everything look so easy or good, but you don't know their story. You don't know the backside of everything that they have endured to get to where they are, or what some of the aspects of, well, difficulties have been, maybe personal or emotional or physical. It's such a powerful time where people are coming out and talking about things that have happened to them in their lives, and people are noticing more of the injustices in many areas, be it in politics, be it in the way businesses are run, be it in people's choices of what they do and how they behave and how people interact with other people. And we're noticing that. And we're noticing that, you know, society is shifting and changing. But you cannot change another person. You can only change you. And the way you adjust you is to first find the light and the beauty and the love within you, and then for you to shine that light out and to send light and love to everyone, and do your best not to be in a an energy of judgment of another. Just do what is in the alignment of what's best within you and be your own truthful, light, loving self. And the rest has a way of working itself out. And also those of you who are tending to your home life is very important here. Taking care of your household is an important time to clean and clear. You know, they say spring cleaning. This extra bit of daylight gives us an opportunity to come home and take care of a few things. You know, you can find a little spot in the house and begin to clear and clean it energetically, from tangible, tactical things. Clear those things out, move them, rearrange things in your house. This is a good time to shift energy. We're getting ready to shift some things at the center, everyone. So we are getting ready to make some changes here so that we can move forward and provide more services for you and more content. We're getting ready to give you more information here on social media, more classes that we are preparing for all of you. We are getting ready to offer more opportunities for readings and connections on the radio show, and bringing you some more information from experts from around the world. I actually was talking to a woman from Scotland. She was here the other day, and she was visiting, and she's going to come and she's going to do some work here with us. So we are opening up new doorways of information for all of you. So we're looking forward to sharing. So I'm looking forward to sharing some questions for all of you. When you ask your question, ask your burning question and do your best. I know we're on Facebook and we're on YouTube, and we might walk away for a little bit and then come back. And if you miss your question, you know, it is in the feed. You will be able to hear it. But as I'm answering a question, let's engage, because sometimes we are looking for some follow-up information from you so that we can really give you an in-depth answer based on your question. So everyone, just let's do our best to just engage as much as we can here and be supportive of everything. Jamie Flanagan is saying she's seeing yellow flame, blue, ruby, and violet. Well, you're seeing the flames of the ascended beings and the flames of transformation. So that's very powerful for you, Jamie. Very good. Let's see here. Who else do we have? I know Helena's getting a lot of conversation. Everyone's like, Helena, you got me on the list. Helena, you got me on the list. Helena, you got me on the list. Who's got Helena? Do you have everybody on the list?
I think I got almost everybody. That's included a birthday and a question.
Okay, well, Helena, are you going to tell me that I have a really big list?
I don't want to say how big it is yet.
Oh, Lord. No, don't do that to me. Okay. All right. So I'm ready. Is everybody ready? Got our angels ready?
I think we're
angels
ready.
We have heard on high. All right. I'm ready.
Alrighty. The angels have led me to start with Miss Brenda Duarte.
Brenda Duarte.
And she's asking, are Jim and I going to buy my brother out of my father's house? We are already living here.
That's a great question. And what I love about that question, and this is what you want to ask yourselves, you and Jim, Brenda, is this where we want to live, and is this where we want to invest our money? Careful not to fall into the trap of this is where we are already. It's the easier choice. Is that the place that you feel comfortable? Not because it's secure and we're used to it. Is that where you feel comfortable in building the rest of your life and carrying on all your days? So it's an investment not in memories or in past energy. It's an investment in what you want to create for your future, and what does that look like? How's it going to feel for you all to be there? So yes, I do feel that you're leaning that way. I do feel that some things need to be placed in order. I don't know if there's some paperwork and financial things that need to be moved around. I don't know that everything's all set, is what they make me feel. So yes, but when you make that choice, look at the reason behind the choice, Brenda and Jim, so that you are sure you're doing it not just because it's what you're used to doing, but because it's where you truly, truly want to be, and we're not settling in any capacity because we don't know how we could have or do anything else. Sometimes out of fear, we make a choice of something that's right in front of us rather than being open to all the other possibilities. But thank you, Brenda and Jim, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
All right, next we're going to go to Corby Kivett. She says, "Hey Sarah, I'm glad to be back. Can you tell me messages about my dad's estate, please?"
Okay, Corby, it would be good if I knew your dad's birthday, but from what I'm getting here, they're giving me, I feel like there's three people involved in this connection with this estate, as you say. And I'm feeling like things are not in order, they're not completely in place. I don't feel like everything's in order or someone's trying to hold something back or keep something away from you. This is how I see it here, Corby. I can tell you that feels like we have some time. They kind of show me the clock and they spin it around. It makes me feel as if we've got maybe 6 months or so, or a good part of this 2019 year for things to really get laid out and ironed out. And give me some feedback in there if someone's kind of giving some resistance, or because I feel like there's a player in the picture that things are just not flowing right because of this. So Corby, thank you so much for your question. Let's have some feedback from you and we will take it from there. All right, thank you so much. Who else do we have?
Next we're going to go to Michael Allen. He's asking, where do we stand, me and my wife, in finding a sound, loving church? And is my mother with me?
You know, Michael, you and your wife you'll find a church, but I think the church is going to find you. I feel as if you are searching for a light that is got a warmth to it. And this light in church, the experiences in the past may have been a little clouded or jaded from interactions with people. And you have to remember that, and I say this to you and everyone, remember who you are. Michael, remember who you are. Everyone watching, remember who you are. And we've all passed through many aspects of life, many series of, bumps in the road. So each one of us carries our own knapsack of issues and insecurities and problems or worries or hurts and wounds. And all of us, when we go to church or when we gather here, we're looking to create this energy of connection. Like, I belong, I'm one of something bigger and greater, and I don't have to feel so alone with my knapsack and everything that I've encountered in my life. So when people go to church, Michael, when all of us seek community, we bring with it our knapsack. And in that knapsack is all the things that we're carrying. Maybe we're trying to carry it all the way in the back, so we're not actively digging in our knapsack, but then we encounter other people who have similar knapsacks that they brought to church too. And those experiences that they're carrying in their knapsack may be similar to some of ours. And we feel the vibe. We feel like, oh, I know that kind of vibe. Wait a minute, I went through that with someone else. Or, oh, look at those people over there, they're gossiping. Or you start to feel things that you thought you had packed in your knapsack and you weren't really going to look there. And then, boom, there it is, right in the middle of the church. Because we're people. And we're all gathering together so that we can form community, form safe container, so that we can heal. We can feel this light energy. We can feel this love energy. We're all looking to belong. And sometimes we find a place that has attracted a lot of people who say they want to belong and say they want to expand, but they're not ready for that yet. And then that creates disharmony and a discontentment for those who have come and they're ready for the next spiritual step. And it's not to judge the people who are there who are not ready for the next step. They simply are not ready. And if you've mirrored some uncomfortable positions in church, remember to check your knapsack. You may still be bringing a few more hurts or wounds or life circumstances or disappointments in your knapsack that is attracting that environment. Remember, you are the central point of attraction. Will you find a new church? Yes. I will say that since November of last year, both you and your wife, Michael, have done a great job in transforming your spiritual connection. And I feel as if you are both creating a platform so that you can be of service to others in a spiritual sense in your way. So this is a beautiful time for you. This is the time where you focus on what it is you wish to experience in community and church, and get excited about the feeling that you have a gift for that church, and then ask the universe to align you with equally vibrationally connected people who each have their gifts joining together to be one solid beam of light, not just the fragmented aspects of light. So this is what you seek. This is where you will be. I spin you into June, July, August, that summertime of some type of connection with community and church. And I don't know, Michael, if you and your wife have entertained moving, but there's a possibility of a move for you this year as well, because you've been cleaning up and closing out a lot in your life and really cleaning out the closet of your life this year. And last year, a lot came up for you. And next year, we really sail into our next step of life. So, Michael, you're on track. Energy is right for you to attract the right people. And energy of mother's energy around you. But I feel that, you know, when I look at the energy of mother makes me feel as if it's been a while since you've really connected or felt that connection with her. And so ask for a little bit more of a connection in the spirit realm so that you can really feel your mom with you. Thank you so much, Michael Allen, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Let me load this up right over here. Let us see here. Who's we got?
Okay.
Let's go to Samuel Stain. He says, "Hi, Sarah. Will our visa application be accepted by the Australian authorities?"
Yes. I think Samuel, you might have. If not, someone else had a similar question. I think we've touched base before. I do feel that you're going to be able to go to Australia. If I'm understanding correctly, and I'd love some feedback back from you, if you're getting ready to move there, or if that's the place you want to move, that's the transition that you want to make. I do feel that this year is an important year for you for transition and change. Also a strong year for building business and career aspects. So there's something for finances that's going to come your way so that you have a better quality of life and sustain life in this latter half of life. So yes, I do feel that we are going to have a visa application that comes to you, and we will hold that space so that comes to be. Thank you, Samuel, for your question. Is Samuel on Facebook or YouTube?
He was on Facebook.
Thank you, Samuel, for your Facebook. Thank you.
All right, next we're going to go to YouTube. We have Suzanne B. She says, "Good evening, Sarah. My question is if there is anything positive coming in soon for me or changing in my current life situation."
Susan, let's see. So Susan, when I scan back into time, oh, these are the days of our lives, Susan. Oh my goodness. I go back and I feel as if limit box, limit trap, feeling discombobulated, feeling unable to move forward. Current life situation, I feel like you're at the effect of circumstances and conditions. I feel as if you are not able to move yourself forward at this minute. When I spin you back, I feel as if last year was a challenging year for you in emotions. And if I spin you back to 2011 and 12, I feel like that was a difficult time in relationships with people, a disconnect of some sort. So something was askew, out of sorts back then. So I feel as if the life has been kind of a 2 steps forward, 1 step back, kind of like you're doing your version of the cha-cha, only you're not having a really good time. Do I see finances changing? Do I see something with health being more balanced out? Do I see relationships mending, or relationships of strength and love and fortitude around you? I go, yes, 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 yes. I feel as if there's an aspect of the past, a hurt, a disappointment, or still a connection that's something that's not resolved, that results in hurt, to pain, disappointment, that is still hindering you, and that's kind of slowing up this motion. When I take you into next year, 2020, I feel as if you feel like I am here, I am in control of my life, control as best as any human can be. I am in this energy of freedom. I'm attracting the right people, and I feel like you feel better. Something in your body, Susan, feels as if you just feel very drained and tired and, oh, I don't know if I can do it anymore. Just look at this energy of tomorrow as being a different version, a different look, a different picture than what the film that's playing in front of you from yesterday. Change the channel of the movie, focus on the things that you do want, and fulfill living aligns as we close out this year. Finances, relationships, health, something in health becomes a little more manageable. Give me some feedback on that, Susan, if you will, in the feed. I would love to kind of banter with you about that, because I feel like there's a little bit more to that story, and I need a little bit back from you. But let's continue here as we keep going on, and let's see if we can get Susan B to kind of pop back up if you're on live right now with us, and you can kind of banter with us. Let me know when we get that in the feed there, Helene, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right, next we're going to go to, let's see here. Mary Ramirez, she's asking, she would like to know more about who her spiritual guides are.
First of all, Mary Ramirez, fasten your seatbelts. You're going to fly. This is a time for you to make changes. This is a time for you to decide if you want to move, you want to stay, you want to go, who's in your circle, who's not, if you're in, if you're out. This is an important time for you in your life, because this time of 2019 gives you an understanding of what you want your future to be. It's a summary of the years gone past, 2019, and causes you to reflect and, in retrospect, choose to view things differently, and with that hindsight, look back and then have 2020 vision moving forward so that you can create what you want. Spiritual guides around you. Very strong energy of an Indian spirit guide with you. This Indian spirit guide seems to be the hunter. It has a wolf dog by its side, and it has the bow and arrow in its back, and the arrow's ready to be pulled at any time so that we can shoot it for the prey, for the food, for the village. Very strong energy, this hunter spirit guide with you. I also see a beautiful angel that has this beautiful light blue energy, mystical, magical blue energy. This angel is with you to help you with your visions, your imagination, and your sleep, so that your sleep is better, Mary Ramirez. So this angel is working with you to comfort you in the evening, inspire you in the dream state, and to be there to stir your imagination in the daytime. Very strong spirit guide, but I love, 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 love that hunter spirit guide. That's the Indian spirit guide that is around you. How do you get their names? Sit and meditate and ask for that information. We are posting, we can put it in the feed, we are posting this energy CD of, we did a class on talking to the angels and how to meditate and meet your angels, and we just posted that on our SarahSpiritual website. That might be a worthwhile tool for you, Mary Ramirez, so that you can use that tool to assist you in bridging that connection with your spirit guides and with your angels. But thank you so much. I hope we've given you some insight for today. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
Next we have Terry Bond asking, I've been drawn to healing Reiki in particular right now. Is healing something that I'm meant to do, or that's part of my path? Any messages from Spirit for what's coming up in the near future?
Terry Bond, absolutely part of your path. This is an important time for you to tap into a lot of your spiritual gifts. This time is also finding a balance, finding the rhythm. You need rhythm, and we've been a little bit out of rhythm. So the healing is as much for you as it is for those that stand before you. I see you in healing of Reiki. I also see you studying another modality of healing. I also see you doing a lot of transformative work in your energy work, transformational work, maybe even some shadow work, Spirit is telling me, learning how to work with the shadow self may be valuable in the healing, because people are holding on to a lot of emotions or some type of emotion coding. So I'm seeing a vast array of healing modalities that are going to assist you. Then when I move you into this end of 2019, I feel as if your insight, your intuition opens up more and more, and that becomes another tool in your toolbox. Is this your path? It is your path. You're going to unfold into this path over time. There is more learning to do, but it's really not so much that you are learning, because you already know what you know in your soul. It is the remembering that the learning does for you. The instruction awakens and activates what is already dormant within your capacity to heal, your capacity to be compassionate in the healing arena. And this is something that comes for you over this next year. Very powerful time. Terry Bond, I hope that you visit my website, or maybe we can put the link in the feed for my apprentice program. We do this all across the world. We have people taking this apprentice program, getting ready to launch my apprentice program April 11th. So I would love to have you participate. We spend quite a bit of time talking about healing and energy and, well, really how to be a good steward of the light. So thank you, Terry Bond, for joining us here on Facebook. Who else do we have here today?
Next is Marissa Evans. She's asking, is my friend being truthful? We have a huge age gap.
Is your friend being truthful? There's truth and then there's truth. Do you really want to hear the truth? There's truth, right? Okay. So your friend is not telling you the whole story. Is that being not truthful? Yeah, I guess that is. I don't feel that your friend is being truthful with you in direct response to a question that you're asking. I feel like there's something that they are holding back. So when you ask the question, the first word I heard, Marissa Evans, is no. At this minute, I don't feel that they are being truthful, and I feel like they are afraid. It's not the right word, but concerned, better word, embarrassed, worried that if they share with you where they are completely, that you will judge them and they will lose their connection with you. And they value their connection with you. Your friend values this connection, values this emotional, spiritual bond that you have, and they don't want to muck it up. But are they being 100% truthful? N-O! Exclamation point. So perhaps you need to just let it unfold, and you will see what you need to see, and then you can have a conversation about it a little later. They're not comfortable in really being upfront about this. So thank you so much, Marissa Evans, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
We have that feedback from Suzanne on YouTube.
Yes.
She said, yes, that it resonated, and she's on her way to change, but she feels really stuck or blocked all the time. Love's been a roller coaster. Yeah. She has a love interest, but she says it's not just for her then. And thank you.
Yeah, I feel there's a different, better love for you, Suzanne B., in response to your YouTube statement to us. And Suzanne, I don't know what the misalignment is in the cellular structure, but I just feel like there's an imbalance in the physical body. It could be the emotions that have been building up. You are on your way to change. Feeling stuck or blocked all the time means that there's an aspect of you, a part of you that is not ready for this shift and change. And I feel as if you are, I'm going to use the word worried, concerned, something old is kind of brewing underneath. There's a part of you that doesn't feel good enough for the life that you say you want. So there's a part of you that feels abandoned, alone, mistreated, not worthy, not loved, not safe. These are the words that they give me, Suzanne, for you to take a look at, because some of it is within you, and some also is a lot of energetic hooks coming in from past relationships and connections that have really been depleting you over time, because you have put many people before yourself, and now we need to find that balance. So thank you, Suzanne B. Thank you so much for your YouTube question and your feedback. Greatly appreciated. Who else do we have here?
Next we have Lena Lipinski. She's asking, does my boss regret letting me go?
Okay, let's see. I'm kind of noticing a conversation here. Jamie is saying selenite isn't for grounding. It's very crown and third eye chakra. Jasper, triagate. Yeah, so we're talking about crystals here online. Yeah, so Jamie, if you will, just kind of put that in the feed, a couple of the I guess crystals that you're talking about that are for the grounding, because Brittany Amber's talking about looking for things that are going to ground her, and this is something that's important for her. So who else do we have here?
We were on Lena Lipinski asking, does her boss regret letting her go?
Your boss should, Lena. Your boss should be really sorry, because you did half their job. I don't even know what they're doing without you. Yes, darn tootin', they're regretting it. But I feel as if it was, they had to let you go in order to look good in someone else's eyes. There's a little back-end story to this that needs to be looked at. I feel like there was some manipulation going on behind the scenes. But I do feel that you're actually going to land on your feet and have an even better experience than what you had with your job. And your boss is most likely not going to have a very good go with it, and your boss may not be there a year from now. So just say, we're not wishing that on them. I'm just telling you, that's what I see. I just feel like it's not really going to play out so well. I will share with you this, that this year is a really expansive year for you. You are a magical, mystical manifester this year. You are this really great point of attraction in the law of attraction. This is a very laser-like creation that you can create for yourself if you hold your vision and do not lose yourself in the past. What's done is done, what's then was then, what's now is now, and move you forward. I will tell you, Lana, that this is an important time for you to expand your new horizons. And if there was ever an idea in your mind about creating a business of your own, now that you've managed other people's aspects of work, this is a really important time for you to do something for you and build your own business, your own brand, your own identity, and answer to the beat of your own drum, because you're a unique being. Thank you so much, Lana. Let me know in the feed if that resonates with you. Thank you so much for joining us here. Who else do we have here?
Next is Angie Lewis. She's asking, when will I move to my own home, ready to move back to Phoenix?
By the time I get to Phoenix, he'll be rising. Let me see here. We've got, all right, all your bags are not packed. You're not ready to move back just yet. I feel as if they give me the number 7. Once the number 7 comes up, the 7 month, the July month in this year, things start to shift for you, Angie. And in that shifting, we get ready to make a move. So I'm going to say, that 7 opens it up. I take you to October. So I'm going to say September, October, November. This time next year, I don't see you where you are. But I feel like September, October, November is really when there's action around what I see opening up for you in the 7th month of this year. So we've got this July, September, October, November as being important months in this process of, by the time you go to Phoenix, I'll be rising. Send us a postcard. Let us know where you land, my dear. But thank you so much for joining us. This is so great. I love when people are moving and shaking and making changes here. And it's such a time for everyone. I know everyone's like, we're talking about Mercury retrograde and we've been talking about planets, and everyone's kind of a little like, oh, what's going to happen? We're looking at things in the government, in the world. There's been a lot of important news pieces, things about, just people. I don't even want to name names, and people navigating their own inner demons and coming out to light, and people talking about it, and people looking to make a difference in different areas, sex trafficking and different things that are happening in the world that we're kind of going, oh my God, what's going on in this world? And it's also a great time. It's a great time because the light is being shown on every aspect of darkness, even our own inner darknesses that need examination, because we need balance. We need the yin and yang. We need the light and we need the dark. We need the good times and bad, right? Marriage vows. I'm with the person for good times and bad, sickness and health, till death do us part. There's a reason why they word things like that, not just to cover the whole shebang of life, but life is full of bumps and experiences, and it's how you interpret the experiences as you're going through them, and how you look at the world. And I'm not saying that because we want to carry light, or we're light workers, or we're beings of light, that we are to have rose-colored glasses and see everything and go, oh, it's all fine, it's all good. There are things that are going on in the world that can create angst, worry, little imbalance in us. But to recognize that that is a catalyst for change, that that's the contrast that needed to come out so everyone could see. So we're not behind closed doors and illusions anymore. The darkness is being shown and the truth is being shown, and each person has their own truth. So it's not even for us to judge someone's, let's say, political beliefs over another's. Everyone has their own interpretation of what's happening in front of them. But it's all starting to come up, and recognizing and accepting who you are and what your truth is and how you choose to interpret these things in the world and what you can do to make a difference. And step one in making a difference is get your own stuff together. Like, work on you. It's so easy. We go, you. That's the problem, that's the problem, that's the problem, that's the problem. You. Oh my God, look what's going on in the world. But we have to look inside, because the world is still reflecting parts of us. Not every part, but there are parts of us that allow us to see those imbalances of the world, because they've either impacted us, impacted our families, they have created imbalance within us, either because we've seen it or been a part of something in the world, or we've had fear, or we felt alone, we felt misguided, we felt not safe. Whatever these imbalances are, these wounds, the light is shining on these wounds so that we can heal them once and for all. And there's not a magic pill. I wish I could say bibbity bobbity boop, we're all healed, we're out the door, let's party. It's not going to work that way. It's going to work when you choose to do the reflection, do the meditation, do the seeking of guidance, seek assistance in your life matters, not for the opinions of others, but just guidance as to the interpretation of what you've experienced and how you can reframe it, how you can grow from it and change from it. And this is such an incredible time in the world, because everyone is being asked to stand up. Everyone is being asked to have a voice. People are finding their voices who've been quiet for 30 years. Why are we finding our voice? Because it's time to speak your truth. And speaking your truth does not need to cause harm to another. Sometimes it's speaking your truth to you. Sometimes it's not to go to the other and say, this is my truth, I just want you to know. Sometimes we just need to say it to ourselves. And we need to hear ourselves say it so that we are in alignment with who we are, and we're not living at the effect of what other people think we should do, or what's politically correct, or what's the right thing to do because society says that. This is such an incredible time for everyone right now, so that we can step into our own authenticity, embrace it, and choose to be proud of it. There's a song from Sister Act, if you want to be someone, if you want to go somewhere, you better stand up and pay attention. If you want to be someone, if you want to go somewhere, you better stand up and pay attention. You got to pay attention to who you are and pay attention to what it is you want, and don't lose yourself. Do not lose yourself in everything else that's going on around you. Some of it is a distraction. Trust you and your inner knowing, and seek guidance of someone you trust if you are uncertain as to what's next for you. Who else is there?
We have Amy on YouTube. She's wondering if she's going to be successful with her career path. Is it broadcasting, spiritual work, music, clothing, or art? She's feeling a bit lost.
Well, first of all, Amy, how about all of the above? You can have it all, right? But I understand, because such a wonderful experience for you to have so many avenues. You know, some people say it's like the curse of a very talented person, to have so many different ways that we can articulate ourselves, express ourselves. But one of the things that steps forward, when I first, Helena, first read your question, I got these really great God bumps, and Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Michael, very strong with you, very strong Archangel Michael protecting you, but importantly, Archangel Gabriel is inspiring your broadcasting energy, inspiring your creative music. You are meant to be in the forefront, in the limelight, so to speak. You're meant to be out in public. And as you build this public persona, the clothing, the art, become part of the package deal, because you are a complete package. It's just picking the area where you feel comfortable, where you can touch as many lives as possible, Kamichi, and run forward with this shining light that you are, and touch as many lives. And then when you look back, there's so many people who have gathered in support of you that you can launch a clothing line, work with your art, and have it all be part of, and the word they give me is your brand, your way of being. So focus on the music and the broadcasting and this public persona, which is going to offer you so much connection with people, that all aspects of these gifts will each reach their level in due time and be part of the package. Great, great, great things I see coming for you. So very excited for you, and we send you much blessings on your journey. And feeling lost, if you want to have some assistance in how you can prepare yourself and navigate this, I do offer, well, in my general reading we can talk about that, but I also offer coaching where I can assist you in kind of laying out your plan as to what you can do and what's the best place to start and begin to build your business and your brand as you move forward. So visit Sarah Spiritual. Love to hear from you. Love to do a personal session with you. But don't feel so wobbly. You're on track here. You really are, more than you know. Thank you so much. Who else do we have here?
Next, we're going to go to, let's see here.
Who else do we have? Let's see. What do we got going on?
We got Nita Nitab. She's asking, when will my family be back together again? And she's asking about her husband and her son, too.
Neela, I feel like the disconnect in the family, I feel like that is something that has been part of the 2017, 2018 time. Things were kind of disconnected and rocky. And I feel as if we're trying to get everything back in sync, so to speak. I don't have the years on the birthdays, so it makes it a little difficult for me, Nita, to give you the exact precise timing on this because I need to know the people's soul journey. So I do need that. When people give us that, please let us know your exact year of birth. It is only for me to understand your soul journey, your soul purpose. But I do feel that when I close out this year, your husband is in this retrospective time of he really needs to take a good look at life. Your son is family, friendships, community, relationships are very important for him this year. This is the vibration that'll be around him. So if there was ever a good time for them to kind of connect and everybody to kind of regroup, this year is the year for us to kind of mend fences, see eye to eye, and agree to disagree when we disagree, and let each person have their own opinion in the meantime. But thank you so much for joining us, Nita. I don't know if this is your first time joining us, but we're really glad to have you here with us. Thank you everyone who's here with us on Facebook. So glad to see you. We're fielding some questions here, answering lots of questions actually. And let's see, who do we have here next for us, Helena?
We're going to Kazia on YouTube. It's her first time here, and she's wondering if there's any message for her. She's in her mind thinking about...
Okay, I got it right there. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Kazia. Okay, book. My little spirit guides go, book. Did she say book? Book, there's a book. There's two books because one part of the book actually reflects the second part of the book. So if you're thinking about writing this book, this book becomes a platform for you, Cassia. This book becomes the foundation of speaking for you, connections with other people. This becomes something that's really important for your movement forward in your creativity and your connection with mankind. I don't know what 17CK means. I don't know what that means. Do you, Helena?
Any future luck about this book? I think that might
have
been the word
yes.
luck.
I see, or future look or luck. Okay, got it. I see that this book is going to be important and it needs to be written. And once you sit yourself down, the angels and the guides will assist you, and I really feel that this is going to come through you really quick. It's going to be a positive time for you. Cathartic is the word, so I feel like there's a lot of healing that will happen with this book. So write the book. Book can be done by October of this year. Get cracking, honey. We got a book to write. Keep me posted. I want to hear about this book. Be sure to send me a message. Follow me on Facebook as well, or inbox me. And let's talk about this. This sounds exciting. I know this is going to be a great book. And it is book one of a 2-book series. Here we go. Going to be good. Who else do we have?
All right. Next, we're going to go to Cami White. She's asking, any dating for me anytime soon?
I love these questions. Are you ready, Cami? Are you really ready? Because I feel as if you put up this energy of you want to date people, but then you don't really want to let people in. So trust is a big word here in the experience. So I don't know the circumstance or situation that made you feel as if you cannot trust and made you feel burned, so to speak. But what I do see is that there is an opportunity for you for change in this dating scenario. I feel as if there's an event, a function, a happening that happens in the month of May that kind of gets you out, gets you meeting people. And yes, there is dating in the near future. And I feel like dating, you're almost ready for dating. I figure like May is really going to open up this interest for you in May, that you can begin this really nice relationship of getting to know people, getting to understand what you want, and understanding what's important in your life at this time. Thank you so much, Cami White, for your question.
Right, let's go a little bit ways back.
Okay, let's go way back.
Way, way back. We had Michelle Polk. She said her grandfather had just died. He was starved for 2 weeks before dying, and wondering if he's okay. And she also was wondering, does he love me and is he relieved? Because he was, she said he was not a kind person before passing.
Your grandfather was very bitter in, Michelle, how life turned out. Whatever occurred in his early years as child, Spirit tells me, this energy left him very resentful. I don't feel like he was treated fairly. He didn't really do a good job in making people feel loved and supported. I feel like he's been close in energy to you, even though he just passed. I feel that he's making this transition slowly. He's relieved. I feel like he wasn't getting the right care. I feel as if he wanted to die because he was done with life, but he was afraid to actually die. So he held on longer than expected through this transition. I feel as if there was a part of him on this physical plane, they give me that, felt like he needed to suffer because he caused suffering from others. So there's a lot around his crossing and his last moments on earth here that I'm made aware of. But know that in a broken state, he did the best he could. And that he loved people the best he could. And now that he's transitioning into the energy of love and light, he will love from a different perspective, not the human experience of love. And he will definitely open up more to that energy of love and let that fill him as he reconnects to that energy, and you will feel more love from him on the other side than you did in the physical realm. Did he love? Yes, he loved you, but he loved the best he could, which makes me feel, when Spirit tells me that, that makes me feel like it was lacking. It was something that really didn't make the people on the other side feel as if they were loved. All right? Thank you.
Next, we're going to go to, oh, who do we have here?
How's everyone doing here on Facebook? So glad to see everybody here. Let me see what we got going on.
We got Miss Brittany Amber.
Ooh.
She's asking, could you tell me what's going to happen with this relationship? I've been trying to tell him we need to separate, but he just doesn't get it.
What? What, Brittany Amber? This is the guy that says he loves you. What? And then makes you crazy. What? But he loves you. But then he's not very nice, is he? But then he loves you. But he's not very nice. Well, he doesn't get it, but I want to ask you a question. Are you giving him mixed messages? Food for thought, my dear. Is this the guy who asked you to marry him or something? What's going on? He doesn't want to let you go. There's a real deep soul connection, a hook from another life between the two of you. Now you two have to iron out, so you can either stay or go, but if we're staying, it's got to be much more agreeable. And I don't know. There's something about control. They tell me that you feel like he's controlling you or trying to control you. This is a conversation we need to keep having so that we understand why you want him to go, and you really know the feelings inside of you as to what is forming these feelings. You have to understand that, and you two need to have this conversation in a more serious. I feel like you're having these conversations out of anger or frustration, and we're not really sitting down and having a heart-to-heart and really letting him know where you're coming from and why, and hearing what he's feeling and what's going on with him. There needs to be a different dialogue for this to penetrate his head here, because he's very stubborn. But he loves you, but he doesn't treat you right. But he loves you. So we've got some energy here that is not healthy, that needs to be examined. And I feel like right now you're both fueling each other and feeding off of each other in an unhealthy manner. And this needs to be resolved, so that if you choose, you both choose to end and not heal the relationship, that we end on a much better note than we're about to end on, because I see it ending in an explosion, and we don't need an explosion. We just need to go separate ways in peace. So that is up to you. Okay. DWD. Done with drama. Brittany Amber. Let's go. DWD. I think we need to put that in your mirror in your bedroom above your crystals and candles. DWD. And when he comes in, he goes, what does that mean? DWD. Done with drama, baby. So, oh, it's going to be interesting. We're going to stay tuned for this. I think we could have a daytime soap opera on this. Not make it funny, Brittany Amber. We just really need to understand what the dynamic is here, not just because we want to heal this and be able to move on. You don't want to attract it in another relationship. Interesting. Whew. Who else do we have? I can't tell you what to do. You know that. Lord.
But everyone's like, Sarah, please tell me exactly what I need to do.
Listen. Now. Run! No, I'm kidding. Not really. Just, Lord. Okay, what do we got going on here, everyone?
Next we have Tu Lin. She's asking, when will I move house and any change in career?
Tu Lin. To be or not to be, Tu Lin? That is the question. Well, let me tell you something. You have such amazing guides and energy around you. Such this energy of compassion and peace. There is nothing that you cannot do. You've got this aura, this vibe about you. And there's beautiful energy coming around you of this creation of love. Now, if you want to change career, focus on what you love to do, and that will manifest for you. When I look at 2020, I see different work, different career environment. You're very gifted with people. You're very gifted connecting with people. You're very gifted gathering people and networking and communication and making people feel good. So there's a lot of great gifts that come for you. When will I move my house? I don't know that you are ready for that move yet. I actually kind of put you closer to this expansiveness that is around you now, and I feel it's also tied into career and personal relationships when you move house, as you say. So if I were to take you into the 2019 time, I don't really feel that move would be solid for you. It would be the right move until after August. But if you want me to answer when I feel like you're actually going to move, I mean, anything's possible. The window of opportunity opens for you around August, or something changes where you can make a move. I feel like January of 2020 is a good time for this move. But it may be a little further out than you want, and knowing that you are a point of attraction, you can attract something sooner. Just move forward with that. Move forward knowing that you want to move, and ask the universe to open opportunities. And change in career is really something better for you in 2020. So whatever you're putting in motion now for your career, let's begin that in this time of this year, setting the stage for 2020. Thank you so much. Who else do we have?
We're going to go a little bit back here.
Let's do somebody.
Here we go. We got Miss Phillips Tazy. She's asking, Sarah, how can I move forward? I'm tired of being stagnant. Is there any messages from Spirit?
Philip Tazy, you're far from stagnant. Far from that. You feel stagnant because you're not getting to where you want to go, because I want to go. But when I move you into moving forward, I believe what would be of greatest assistance to you at this point is for you to do some spiritual work, expanding your spiritual connection a bit more. And I know you're very spiritual and you've been doing work, doing the discipline of spirituality. I don't like when we use that word work because it just sounds like work, because spiritual stuff is fun most of the time. Then there's those other parts that are those growth spurts that are gosh darn uncomfortable, and that's more than work. Some of it feels like torture. But Philip Tazy, I say to you this, working with your spirit realm, your angels, in the manifestation process, and understanding that the patience and the holding the vision of what you desire as if it's here, even though you don't see evidence of it, is part of a spiritual discipline. Learning to wait for what we want, not that we can't have it, it's just that everything has a divine time, and usually if we allow the universe to deliver it, it'll be on time. Human time will be mirrored with bumps and issues and maybe even not quite the right people aligned with us. So when I say this to you, Philip Tazy, I say patience, doing some spiritual work or connections with the spirit realm, but I also want to make you aware of creating a mantra for yourself every day. I am the woman who is a magnet of all that I desire. I am the woman who is transforming all experiences around me for my highest good. I am the woman who is in alignment with divine purpose and divine light. I am the magnet attracting things instantaneously now, and in the moment of now, I am stepping into the fulfilled living that I desire, the advancement in my personal achievements, my personal emotions, the advancement in my personal relationships, the advancement in my financial well-being, and the increase of my financial abundant wealth. I see the increase in my ability to connect with people. I'm always in the right place at the right time with all the right people. For the woman that I am is a divine being of the divine God, and that divine energy is always with me. Therefore, I, like the planet, I, like the universe, am ever moving, ever flowing, ever changing. I am an infinite being, always in tune with the cosmos, and the cosmos energy fuels my every move, my every desire, and therefore I am in the energy of change. I am the change. I will create the change that's aligned with my conscious design, my conscious envisionment, my conscious well-being, my conscious connection with the divine God, the Christ consciousness energy. I am that I am. And somebody go back in the feed and translate that, because that's what we got for you, Philip Tazy. You just helped probably everyone on the Facebook feed. I am. Work on your I am mantras and just claim your power and authority. And ain't no stopping us now. You're on the move. Yes, indeed, Philip Tazy, you ain't going to be stuck much longer. Just keep keeping on, honey. It's coming. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. I love that question. Thank you so much. Phew, stuck. How many people feel stuck? How many people feel stagnant? How many people feel like ain't nothing moving, can't quite get in the groove? I'm manifesting, I got a vision board, I got this up, I did this, I lit a candle, I prayed to my angels, I lined up my crystals, I sprinkled basil on my doorstep because SarahSpiritual said it was a good idea. I did it all and I ain't got none. Well, it's because the universe is saying it ain't time yet, people. Let's snap to it. It's coming, but you have to feel it's coming. Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be great. The air is blowing, and something great is coming. Come on, deliver me. You gotta feel it. It's a feeling, 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 feeling. And when the life of the world around us throws us a curveball, just duck. Don't go, oh, it's throwing me a curveball. Duck, for God's sakes. It'll pass you and you keep going. Who else do we have here? Now we got me started. Philip Tazy, you got me on a roll. Here we go. It's going to be an interesting end to this Facebook Live.
I have some butter for your roll.
Ha butter, 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 butter. Okay.
This butter's from Baby Cakes Love.
Baby Cakes Love. Yes, I love Baby Cakes Love.
She says, please, Sarah, I feel I'm breaking.
Oh, no.
I'm a mother and I can't let it happen. Please, Spirit.
Please, Spirit. Okay. Can't let it happen. You won't let it happen. Spirit won't let it happen. It's just when we feel like we're going to break, it's that dark night of the soul. It's that time when we're in the garden like Jesus, going, I can't take it anymore. Cancel the plan. Change the plan. This is more than I can bear. And I'm going to share something with all of you. When you are in that place, and we've all probably been there, and you say, I cannot bear this. I can't do it anymore. You know, we say it to our friends, we say it to our family, maybe we say it to some spiritual confidants. But when you say it to the heavens, it's like, I can't take it anymore. But there's a missing step that most of us neglect to include in that statement. So take some of the burden from me, make it easier for me to bear. Make it easier for me to bear. Some things we are passing through because it's part of a series of choices we've made, it's part of a divine plan, it just is where we are at the moment, and we have to kind of let it pass over us. It's like when the hurricane comes in here in South Florida, we see it coming, we're all talking about it, we're all anticipating it, we get ourselves all worked up, and rightfully so, and it is to be taken seriously. But then once it comes, all we can do, even though we're scared out of our minds, is shack up in our houses, make sure we've taken every precaution, and wait for the storm to pass. And sometimes we are in the eye of the storm, and we just feel like all of everything that we know and we have and we've built is going to shack and shoot down, and we're just going to fall. And everything's going to break apart around us. It is in that moment that you ask that the universe spare you and release you from some of this entanglement, to lift the burdens a bit, to ease it, because you cannot bear it anymore, but lift it. Ask them to relieve you. Most of us don't do that. We just run around with the burdens going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I want relief. I want to feel something different. I need to feel it differently. The message is, you're not breaking. You just have a lot for one person to do, and you need to ask for assistance, and first the assistance of the spirit realm and others around you who can assist you. Baby cakes, love. It is going to be okay. When this March concludes, I feel like that's when the storm starts to pass and finances seem better, and I feel like you can handle the responsibilities. I feel like you're pulled in too many directions. But thank you, baby cakes, love, and we will all send good vibes and energy to you. Thank you so much.
Next we have Janet DePinto. She says, you guys met at Renee's hair salon.
Yes.
And she's saying her husband's going in on the 19th for heart surgery. Is he going to be okay?
Yes, Janet, how are you? Good to see you again. Yes, Sweet Hair by Renee. Yes, indeed, my hairdresser. We give her kudos for giving us great hair. So thank you so much, Janet, for remembering me. Your husband will be okay. The word I hear is he's a good candidate for what they're going to be doing, and he will be fine. I feel like this is an important time for him to, it was a bit of a wake-up call for him, and just allow him to, well, he'll be feeling much better after they're telling me like April 20th. The next 6 weeks will be a little uncomfortable for him, but he will be fine. And Janet, hit me up in the inbox, please, and give me your husband's birthday so that I know to pray for him and stay in contact with you, and we can ask Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, to send you this amazing light of healing to surround you and your husband, for him on his surgery, and Archangel Michael for the divine protection. But yes, your husband is going to pass through this fine. He's a good candidate for this. Thank you so much, Janet, for your Facebook question.
All right. Next, we're going to go to Miss Capri Franklin. She's asking, do you see me going into training at the end of the month?
Does this training have something to do with beauty or fashion or colors or something creative? Miss Capri Franklin, that's what it feels like to me. I don't know, it's got a lot of color around it. Do I see you going into training? If not, you've been working on your fashionista self over there. Look at you. Let's see here, 10. There's still another paper or something that you have to submit, or something financial that still needs to be taken care of for this training. I say yes, but I feel like there's another training, and I almost want to place it in June for some reason. So make sure you have everything in order for the deadline for this, so it can be a slam dunk yes for you to go to training, because this is how I see it. Okay, so let me know what this training's for if you can in the feed. Thank you so much, Capri.
She says working with children.
Working with children. So working with children like colors, and I guess maybe they were going to be coloring or something. I see a lot of creative colors around you. So yeah, just make sure all your documents are submitted for this, and make sure that everything's been stamped and approved, because it has an official feel to it. So let that go to follow up, and then you'll be fine with that. All right? Thank you so much, Capri. Thank you for your question. Hi, everyone on Facebook. Good to see everybody here. Hello, everyone on YouTube. We got some new people coming on up here in Facebook. For some reason it's not scrolling over here, so I'm missing. It's like frozen on my side as far as the scroll.
I'll refresh that for you in a second.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Carol McVean. She's watched many times, but this time she'd like to know about a move.
Okay, Carol, let's take a look at this here. It's just a matter of the scrolling part on the bottom. Okay, so we've got, yeah, this is a year to move. It's time to ease on down the road. This year is the perfect year to move. It's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It is the perfect time to move. It is the right time for you to make a move this 2019 year. Get everything in order for this move. I want to say, I don't know where you reside in. I don't know what state you're in, but they're kind of pushing me to November for a move, so I don't know where you are and where you're going to. They're not clear about that, my guides, but my guides are telling me something about November, but this is the year to move for you. So Carol McVean, thank you so much for watching us many times. So good to have you on, and give me some feedback in the feedback of the comments here. Thank you so much. Oh, Carol, well then I don't know if we want to move in New York in November, but let's back it up a bit. Let's try for better weather. But I do feel like you're going to make a move, Carol, so thank you for that. I just saw that. Oh, now I'm scrolling again. Thank you, goodness gracious. I can catch up here. All right, Natasha Monique Allen.
Yeah, she also wanted to know, is she on the right path? That was one of her other questions that popped up.
You know, some of those questions are so open-ended, you know, and we have many paths in life. We have a personal path or business path. So when you ask a question like that, it's difficult to know what you are asking. Spirit can give you an answer, but it may not be what you're asking. And so when you ask these questions in the feed, what would be great is if you say, hey, I'm looking into doing this, am I on the right path to do this? Or if I'm choosing between this and this, which would be the better path for me? And allow Spirit to elaborate. Because when you're that open-ended, Spirit's like, well, what area of life do you want? Because we've got paths of different life, and then we walk different paths of spiritual expansion. So they're like, well, what do you want to know, honey? So I will tell you this. This is what we are going to tell you. And Natasha Monique Allen, and I thank you so much. I know you follow me on Facebook, and we've communicated in some of these feeds before, so I thank you so much for being here with us. When I look at this energy, this is a personal power year for you. Find your personal power, what empowers you, what makes you feel good, grab that power, move forward, and jump onto the path that makes you feel excited, happy, and on track, and feeling as if when I do this, I feel joy, and when I do this, I could see myself doing this for all my days or for much time moving forward. So this is what I'd love for you to experience in your life, and it's for you to embrace this. Are you on the right path? In areas of life choices and career, you're on the right path for yourself. It's just that you want to fine-tune the envisionment of it and hold on to the feeling and keep moving in that direction. Thank you so much, Natasha Monique Allen. Greatly appreciate connecting with you, and hopefully I will get to connect with you here at the center sometime. Those of you who are new joining us, did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Oh yes, yes, we've got the glam. I forgot her business is the gospel glam. Let's not forget that. Yay, Gospel Glam Cosmetics. Everyone go to Instagram, Gospel Glam Cosmetics, and check out. She's got the coolest purple lipstick ever. If I sell a whole bunch of lipstick, do I get a free purple lipstick? What do you think, Gospel Glam? Coolest purple lipstick ever. I'm so excited to get one, I can't tell you. Everybody, listen. Listen, 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 listen. This is a time for you to really get excited about creative ideas, because some of the things that are going to unfold in the world in the years to come are going to ask us to tap into our creative skills. You know, the way we do business in the world, jobs are changing. So for people to be dealing with relying on one set way of income that is governed by a company or an organization, that's the old way, and that's the tried and true way. The years of, IBM, when that was a stable job, working for the city or a government, those are great jobs to have, and they have a lot of benefits to them. But this is a time where all of us are being asked to step up and embrace our talents, like the gospel glam. Embrace your talents. Find out what you love to do or what excites you, and begin to activate that, because there may come a time as the world shifts that what you thought was some crazy little hobby might actually be your way of creating a new way of finances for your family, or a new way of living. Or life may throw you a curveball. That's how I ended up here. My life changed in what seemed like an unexpected manner, although it's all divinely planned, I'm sure. And that brought me here, and to choose this path, which at times has been like, oh, wow, what a path I picked. But I'm not answering to a corporate arena any longer. I get to choose what I do and what I represent. I have that freedom. Is it a lot at times because I have to be the president, the vice president, the treasurer? I have to be the marketing person. I'm the manufacturing department because I make all the products here at the center, at the Expedito Enlightenment Center. We are here in West Palm, and I would love for you to come in to this center and feel the energy and be in the portal of transformation. If you're visiting Florida, come to see us. Make it a point to come to the center. The healing energy here is amazing. And embrace your gifts. And there's something about this place that activates people's gifts. It's like, bam, you're up and open. And you're ready to receive something new, something wonderful. So embrace who you are. Embrace your unique talents. Be ready for change, because change is all around us. Change is always happening. But maybe there's a new version of you, each one of you, that you can embrace that'll offer you an opportunity to tap into a new talent or a new expression of self and a new way to create money. Money can be created so many different ways in this world. And we've been trained to go to work and do our job and build each part of our job and do it to the best of our ability and hope we get a reward or a bonus. We pray that we get raised and get recognized, and then there are times we pray the company doesn't close so we don't have work, and we're at the effect of so many other things in life. And the new paradigm is about each person stepping into their authentic self and embracing their gift and bringing that out into the world, and having this exchange of energy be part of the form of payment. And yes, there's money, but there's energy. Money is energy. Money is currency. It's a current of energy. So we're exchanging these gifts. Here, what's happening on our feed is we're exchanging each other's support and energy, and we're supporting each other, and we've built community and a ministry of sorts. And we're tapping into the highest vibration possible so that you can plant your seeds of greatness as we spring into the spring of 2019, and water and tend to your garden and sit back and go, wow, I did an amazing job. I am the most amazing person because I'm being true to myself, and by being true to myself, I'm not a slave to my job. I'm grateful for my job, but I know my job provides me with abundance and a form of abundance, but I am open and receptive to other flows of income to come my way. And as you embrace that and you say, universe, I'm open to another way, other opportunities of abundance to flow to me, the universal flow of currency to come to me with ease and grace, well, you'll find money. Things will come to you. Gifts will be given to you by the universe because you are saying, I am open and receptive. And this is what it's all about here. It's about changing how we view things, that things don't have to be locked in these old paradigms. The planets, everything around this, the cosmos is saying, wake up, wake up. There's a different way of seeing things for yourself, and your viewpoint does not have to be someone else's. It's not for us to superimpose how we view the world on someone else. It's to be content with who we are, where we are, and to be content with our abilities that can change anything when we find peace within. That's what I mean by content. I don't mean settle. I mean be content with who you are and where you are, and in the contentment and the appreciation, the gratitude, you will have your emancipation, you will have your freedom, you will have the transformation that you want to have. Who else has a question here for us on Facebook? Who else do we have?
We have Victoria de la Cruz. She says, I literally went into the woods just now and spoke my heart out to the universe, and I felt more negative emotions come after me. What does this mean? May I have help with this and my next steps, please?
You know, it's interesting. You know, you said you went into the woods, and the woods is all nature, but the woods also holds a lot of energies. So you probably came right smack with the shadow energy that's around you, and that's a part of what you were saying in your words to the universe. You spoke your heart out. You told them what you want to release, how you want to shift your world, and you told the universe what you want. And what the universe gave you back, or the woods gave you back, or the energy of the woods gave you back that grounding aspect of life, and says, well, right now that's great, we're glad you want that, Victoria, but you're holding on to old memories that are grounding you or slowing you down or holding you back from these things that you say that you want assistance with. So now it's for you to go back to those very same woods, and for you to take your left hand and your right hand and put them on your palms on the tree trunk. And it's for you to put your feet firmly on the ground around where the roots are hitting the ground. And as your hands are placed here and you breathe in, I want you to breathe in from the roots that are feeding the energy to the tree, and you breathe in the deepest breath you can, and we pull the energy up from the ground, from the tree, and we bring it through our body, and as it purifies our body through our hands and our breath, we blow out and push out everything that no longer serves us, and we push it into the tree, we send it into the tree. That's what we kind of call hugging a tree. But we're putting the energy into the tree, and then we're bringing in the energy from the earth, and we're pushing out. And then we do it in the reverse. Once we've done that 3 times, we then, with our hands firmly planted on the tree, we say to the tree, give me your strength, give me your wisdom, give me your flexibility, give me your ability to rebirth oneself, give me the ability to grow and to reach new heights and to reach for the light. And you ask for everything that you want and ask the tree to fuel you with its strength. And then as you take from the tree and you breathe in, pulling from your palms to you that which is the virtues, the aspects, the glory, the beauty, and the strength of that tree, you then push down through your body, through your legs, through the bottom of your feet, into Mother Earth, everything that no longer serves you. We take the strength from the earth, we release into the tree, we make a circle. And then we take from the tree its gifts and strengths, and that which is of our human density, our human physical vehicle, we send it into the earth, we push it into the ground, and we release it. You might feel a little dizzy, but I don't think you'll be having any negative emotions coming home with you after that little tree trick. Yes, indeed. I remember when I was here in Orlando, I'm here in South Florida, but I was in Orlando on a business trip. It was October, and I believe it was 2003. And it was 2003, and I was going through some different things, and I was on this business trip, but my head was somewhere else. I was like, oh, good Lord, I got to get a grip. So one of my friends who's spiritual, who is in New Jersey, said to me, go hug a tree. I'm like, I'm in Orlando. I'm at a hotel on a business trip. The convention center's right up the road. Where is there a tree? They said, well, aren't there palm trees along the front of the hotel? I was like, yeah. They said, well, go hug a tree. I went, what? They said, go to the tree. So here I am in my business suit, high heels, walking up to a tree, praying nobody is going to watch me. It was a little quiet then at that moment, luckily. Off to the side, not right in the front of the hotel. I was like, oh, good God, could you see my business associates pulling up? And they're like, why is this woman in a business suit hugging a tree? You got a visual, everyone. So I hugged the tree. I got so dizzy, I had to sit down. I was like, oh my God, I never expected that much power and energy. But whatever it was that I took from the tree knocked those emotions right out. Suddenly I had clarity of mind, and I was like, game on. And I went back to the event and continued, and I was fine for the rest of the trip. Sometimes we need to draw strength from something other than human, because human is filled with memory of emotions and happenings, and we need something that is, well, in alignment always. A tree is always in alignment. It's not worrying like, oh, I wonder if the big wind comes, is it going to break a branch? Oh, shoot, here comes winter. My leaves are changing color. Oh, no, I'm going to be naked in the winter. Do you think a tree is sitting there having that thought process? No, but as a human, we'd be like, what are we going to do? The winter's coming. Our leaves are changing. I would be like, if I was glam gospel, I'd be like, I don't have the right lipstick to wear to match with the leaf change. You know, we'd be going through this human upheaval, and the tree's just like, oh, it's just another phase, just another day in the universe, dropping my leaves. Oh, feeling a little dry and brittle now, okay. Mother Earth has got me taken care of. I'm just going to sip up from the earth. Oh, it's a little chilly here. Thank God my outer covering's nice and strong. I'm just going to wait. Oh, thank God for the sun. It's warming me. Oh, it's a little chilly here at night. A little scary. I don't have my little leaves to cover me and keep me amused, but I'm going to just stay here because that's what I do best. I am just here standing tall and strong no matter what goes on around me. And then spring comes and the tree's like, holy crow, it's leaf time. I'm so excited. I'm blooming. But it doesn't faze it. I'm giving you the human interpretation of what it's like to be a tree. How was that? Did you guys enjoy that little tree interpretation? So that's what it's like to be a tree. And as a human, we'd be all messed up. We'd be like, oh no, I'll never grow leaves again. My life is over. Oh no, there's snow. All of my baby branches are going to snap off from the weight of the ice. We're doomed. That's what a human would be doing. A tree is like, shoot, we got this. Go hug a tree, everyone. You got troubles, hug a tree. It's all good. All right, Victoria, that was a very lengthy explanation, but it was for you and the group. I hope I was of service here. Look at Jamie. Jamie's planting trees in the feed. Thank you, Jamie. Sue White Baisley said, oh, human drama. Yes, and we're done with drama. DWD, everyone. Done with drama. LaRonda Aldridge. Oh, LaRonda Aldridge. She wants a message about what to be focused on. My God. Ayala Patty is touching trees too. Carol's like, well put. Rowena wants to know, am I going to win the lotto? Do you want me to give you the numbers? We need to all win the lotto. There's room for everyone, is there? Yes, you can win the lotto. We want lotto numbers? Everyone say me, 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 me. Me, me, me.
Was there a lottery number sound like ding, ding, ding?
You know, Victoria just said something. She said she's crying so much because I really needed this. I have so much hope and I'm ready to draw strength. I can't read the rest of the message from there, but.
She's ready to draw strength from an energy enlightenment. And thank you so much. And loves everything you're doing. And she loves you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. We want numbers. We want healing too. Who needs healing? Because I definitely want to send out some healing before we end here today. I know we've got so many questions. I know. We're working on it. Oh, Jamie's lining up trees and money. Jamie, money trees, money bag tree, money bag tree, money bag tree. We're going to line up. I'm in the money. All right, lotto numbers. All right, are we ready? First of all, who's in New York? Raise your hands. Raise your hands up. Raise your hands up. Who's in New York? Who's in New Jersey? We're going to give you some cash 3 numbers too, because I think that's important. Double numbers are coming in New York and New Jersey. Cash 3, I'm really good at cash 3, so I want to go to, New York, New Jersey. I kind of blurring the lines there because I'm part Jersey. dual Hudson River kind of girl, born in Jersey, grew up in New York. I'm a crossover metropolitan New Yorker. I don't know what you want to call me, but anyhow, I want you to, in New York and New Jersey, these are the numbers I'm seeing for you. The double numbers that are coming, I'm feeling like you've got the 599, the 877 number in there. And then I'm also feeling the energy of, I don't know if this has come up in New York and New Jersey recently, the 201 or 120 number. Okay, so that's that. So everyone's like going, okay, that's 2 states. We only have how many more to go? I have to pull the states that I'm in tune with so I can tell you what the patterns of the numbers are. When I go into, I'm going to go to the West Coast right now. I'm going to go to California. I'm going to go to Arizona. On the West Coast, I'm seeing a lot of 3s on the West Coast. So I'm seeing 303 on the West Coast. I'm seeing 310 on the West Coast. I think that just came up here in South Florida, 310, but I'm seeing that from the tip of South Florida all the way out to the West Coast. So we'll send that out to California. Let's pull some numbers for everybody for, hey, we're going to do a group lotto, right? Let's do it. So let's see what we've got going on here. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Okay, we've got the number 22. We've got the number 19. I have the number 39. I've got 51. I hope that fits in one of the games there, but that's what they're giving me. I've got the number 13, and I've got the number 28. So these are the numbers: 22, 19, 39, 51, 13, 28. That's 6, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 numbers: 22, 19, 39, 51, 28, 13, whatever order, but those are the numbers, okay? That's what we got. Kristen Johnson. Oh, she's like, Florida. That's her. I didn't do Florida. I live here, people. What is wrong with me? Today we had 087 or 708. I like this number, 847. 847 is the first number that I ever won in New Jersey in the Cash 3, 847, but I actually want to place it here in Florida. I don't know the last time it came, but I like that number. And I also like 761. Hasn't come in a while yet. It's one of the numbers I'm waiting to come. And would you guys believe, let me tell you a story. So the other day I was like, 417 is going to come, I just know it. And I remembered a conversation I had with my producer. He told me about a dream someone had last year in April. He said, oh, somebody had this dream, and I said, well, that number's going to come, and it always comes on a Friday. And those of you who know my show, my Wednesday show's on a Wednesday night. So I say to him, that's going to come, and it's going to come on a Friday. He's like, well, you better call me when it comes. And I'm like, yeah, right. Like, I'm going to remember to call. But I was here at the center that Friday, and the numbers, cut off for the numbers was at like 7:30 or 7:25. And so I looked at my clock, and I was like, I've got to go play. And I went and I played, and I hit it. And so I was thinking about that, and I was thinking that this number should come again. And it's always been one of my numbers since I started playing numbers: 147, 714, 417, 471. Any version of that has been a number I've had a relationship with ever since I learned to be aligned with numbers. And as I move forward with that, I won. So I was thinking, you know, I was playing this story back in my head, and I said, yeah, I think it's going to come. So yesterday, I say, okay, well, it's going to come, so I'm going to have to be aware of it, and I'm going to play. And I said I was going to play at night. Do you know 417, you can look it up in Florida, came 4170 in the pick 4? I'm like, now, this is how I cuss out my spirit guides. People, more people, all you people who come here every day and give me messages. For everybody else, You don't think you could have sent down one of your little messengers, just one messenger, that held a sign and said, yo, Sarah Spiritual, you're feeling about 417, you're right, but sweetie, let's think bigger than 3 here. Let's go for the 4. All you got to do is 417, add a 0. It's genius, isn't it, Sarah Spiritual? You couldn't send a messenger in front of me, hold up a sign, go, pay attention, little girl, add a 0. No. So I'm mad at my peeps right about now. I'm so mad at them. I'm like, really? Universe, you have a great sense of humor. And I laugh because I'm not really mad. Someone was like, oh, I'm sorry, are you upset? And I'm not upset. It would have been great, of course, it would have been cool. But it's a sign that they hear me. I use these as a sign of we're in alignment. I'm feeling it. You're giving it to me. I might not have stood still long enough to put it together or to sat and meditated and had you go, 417 add a 0. Oh, Sarah Spiritual. Like, I didn't do that. So next time I know, I'm going to be like, oh, give me the numbers. This is Sarah Spiritual asking for the numbers. And if it's with a 4, could you tell me what number to double or add to it? Thank you. I'm going to start that as my new meditation. Let's see how they like that in the angelic realm. All right, we've got some serious stuff going on here. I've got to, Corby's like North Carolina. Do they have the numbers in North Carolina? Tina wants Powerball in Minnesota. You know what? We're going to do a YouTube class on how to win the numbers. And I'm going to show you all my winning tickets. You guys want to see that? I know you want to see that. Nothing equals 0. Nothing equals 0. I don't know what you mean by that, Trevor James. Nothing equals 0. So, to me, it's a sign. So, and Brittany Amber says 714 came out in PA the other day. So maybe 714 is going to come out in New York too, because numbers tend to repeat itself. Let me scroll here a second because I saw something here. Canada has numbers. Haha, I just got 762. That's my grandmother's birthday, 762, 627. That's a great number here. Carol, thank you. I'm glad you love my singing. Who was the person who said she's about to be homeless? I got to do my healing. I know that. We're coming up to healing. New Zealand lotto numbers. Okay, we're going to have to do a whole feed on numbers here because we're going to cover the entire world. Watch this. Doubles in New York and New Jersey. Did you see, is it Marlene Crow? She was saying her and her family are about to be homeless. Okay. You know, there's a lot of people who are going through, and if those of you on Facebook go to my Facebook feed, I had an encounter with a homeless person. I posted the story of that interaction. My whole family are battling homelessness right now. Are we going to be okay? I understand that there was a problem in the place that you were living, and it is causing you to be really without a place to live, and I understand that. Will you be okay? Yes. Do I think that everything's in order for you to be okay right now? No. I feel as if, Marlene, and I'm giving you straight from the spirit world, I feel like there's some organization or something or someone that you all can talk to, maybe something connected to disability, something that can be of some service or give you some type of temporary shelter. I know that when we go through the bureaucracies of, assistance, it tends to get cumbersome and takes a while. But in this case, I feel like there's other resources for you. So call, is it like 311 that they call for information? I know it's not 911. Is it 311? Not 411 is for information for like a phone number, but is it 311 or?
I think it's 311.
311, Marlena, and ask for organizations that assist family who are in a place in need of assistance for transition, that we don't have a place to live. I feel like there's some more phone calls or things you have to do to help yourself so that you don't end up in a circumstance or situation that gives you a great discomfort. We will pray for you. Everyone, let's pray for Marlena Crow and her family that they find safe haven in this transitional time. And many of us have had experiences where we've been without, or we know someone who's been homeless, or people have gone through divorces, and I've had clients I've talked to when they were living in a storage unit. So, you know, it's which we shouldn't be, and it's not the best place to be, but I guess if that's all you've got. So I say this to all of us, that, you know, we need to be aware, we need to be kind to everyone, and understand that at any minute people's lives are changing, and sometimes they catch us off guard, and we need to have compassion and understanding for people. Who else do we have? I just wanted to address that because I saw that in the feed. I know Marlena is always on these feeds with us, always a part of this conversation, and I know that she's had her share of challenges. So yes, thank you.
We're going to Lakeisha Garner-Thomas. She's asking, what can I do to get my marriage back on track, or is it worth it? I want my dreams to come true.
Communication and trust are really important. You have to trust your partner. I feel like there's something lacking in the trust department between the two of you. So that's something that we want to kind of bridge and work with. Is it worth it? It is worth it because you've already committed and invested, but it's worth it if we choose to take action that is different than what we've done and is coming from a place of love and compassion and is not chugging up the old stuff again and again and again. So try a different approach and see if your partner and you, I don't have your partner's birthday, so I don't have insight into them, but Lakeisha Thomas, I know that you're on our feed often, so just be sure to include that in another time. It is not time to give up on this relationship yet. This is a year where you and your life are questioning life, the meaning of your life, your purpose, the journey, and what's of most importance to you. So thank you so much, Lakeisha Garna. I'm going to open up some healing for us. So let's, because Fiona Nash is in the UK and she needs some healing too. Victoria Dela Cruz, who now I made cry, needs some healing. So let's open up the healing energies here for everybody. Heavenly host of angels, we summon you here and now, in the moment of now, and we summon the healing energy. We ask for the divine rays. We call the blue ray, the violet ray, the emerald ray, the ruby ray, the red ray. We ask for the presence of the white ray. We ask for the presence of the gold ray. We infuse this healing energy in and around everyone who is listening to this broadcast. We ask for the presence of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels, that they may, from infinity, the infinite energy of the divine God, that they may infinitely create a healing energy within and around all of us, so that any misalignment in the cellular structure, anything that is not of divine light, divine creation, that it is removed, eradicated, and destroyed within, so that we can be restored to our original perfection. I summon the violet ray of Saint Germain, the all-consuming flame that transmutes, transcends anything that is less than divine perfection, and any emotion that no longer serves us. We now build this purple ray of light in front of us, this beaming violet flame, and as we build this beaming violet flame, we send this energy out in front of each one of us, and as I build the flame for all of us, I now say anything that no longer serves you, any hurt, any pain, any wound, any disappointment, throw it in the flame so the all-consuming purple violet flame can consume and destroy anything that no longer serves you. I ask that any physical ailment, anything that's misaligned in the body, any hurt, any disease, any cancer, any misaligned energy causing inflammation, any digestive issues, any irregularity in the physical structure of the body, any irregularity in the heartbeat. I ask that anything that is no longer that you wish to have in the physical body, you take it, you release it, and you send it into the violet flame, the all-consuming flame that transmutes, transcends, and transgresses everything that is no longer a part of you. And in this moment of now, as I summon this violet ray, I ask that it consume anything that is no longer meant to be part of the physical density of the physical human being. I ask that all karmic entanglements, all karmic ties, any ties of emotional hooks and links that are tied to each one of us, to experiences that are repetitive, the patterns that are bringing us down, that we ask that the flaming sword of Archangel Michael cuts and removes these cords of negativity that are binding us from repetitive experiences here and now. I ask that in this moment of now, that the violet ray consumes everything that no longer serves us. In this ray we throw our beliefs of lack, insecurities, not good enough, abandonment, any insecurities regarding our self-worth, anything that blocks us from being the greatest possible human being that we have come to be, we send it into the violet flame. And in this moment of now, in the power of the I am that I am, the great teachings of the divine masters, Master Jesus, Lord Buddha, Kuan Yin, the energy of Lady Portia, Mother Mary, Saint Teresa, the energy of Master Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the energy of Serapis Bey, the energy of the Prophet Elijah, the energy of Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron. We ask that at this moment now, that it be consumed and that it be removed from our experience in this world. And we ask that this world be permeated with violet rays all across the planet, that anything that is less than divine perfection, at this moment, we, this group, at this moment, hold this violet ray and we see it in our vision and we send it out to the countries and the cities and the spaces where there is lack, hurt, pain, violence, destruction. We ask that all injustices be resolved. We ask for divine resolution. We send these energies out so that in this violet ray, this powerful, consuming, transmuting energy can clear any area on this planet, and so that this planet is fueled with divine love. And we ask that the angels associated with Archangel Shamuel, the divine human love, the divine conscious love, and the unconditional love of the holy energy of unconditional God love, Shamuel, the keeper of this unconditional love, that he and his angels work with us as humans and work with everyone across the planet so that this planet can be restored to divine love, and that this energy will be one with all of us, and that each one of us will have a piece of the whole and recognize that we are one with the oneness of the universe, the cosmos, and God, and that we are a product of love. And as we sit in love, we hold love, we resonate love, we give love, the energy of love transmutes from us out to all, and then so it is. In this divine light, in this divine knowing, we are one with divine love. And so at this moment, we are in gratitude, we are in appreciation. We have created this energy of healing, we have created this energy of love, and we ask that every person take a nice deep breath, breathe in the energy of love, exhale the energy that no longer serves you, see it all being thrown into this violet consuming flame, see the energy transmuting, see it removing, destroying anything that is less than perfected within you. Feel your body be restored to the human perfection that was created in the essence and the eye of the divine holy creator. And we are one. Breathe it in and exhale. Breathe it in and exhale. And the powerful being that I am with everyone around us here, just say, I am. Say, I am. Say, I am. I am. I am. I am light. I am peace. I am beauty in everything I do and say. I am light. I am peace. I am beauty. I am light. I am joy. I am healthy. I am free. I am light. I am love. I am. I am. The most powerful words that you could ever say. The I am that I am. Allow that vibration of I am to resonate within you always. And when you feel misaligned, out of sorts, not one with the oneness, ground yourself, take a nice deep breath, everyone, and say, I am. I am. Because when you say I am, you activate the power of God, the power of the mighty I am that created an entire universe. So as we leap ahead We spring ahead. We lose an hour of sleep, but we got some sunshine on a cloudy day. No matter where we are on the planet, we got extra sunlight. Remember, you are great. You are amazing. You are a divine perfected being. And remember to say, I am Sarah Spiritual. I am all that and more. I am one with the mighty I am. I am the great creator. And in this time, in this March month, when I march into my greatness, when I spring into my new destiny, when I plant my seeds and tend my garden, I know that I am powerful and I can do it. Yes, indeed, I am. Thank you so much for spending our Sunday Fun Day with us. It's such a joy to see everyone here. If I did not get to your question, join me Wednesday, 5 to 8, right here, right back on Facebook, on national radio. We are heard live from 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Join the conversation. We will be answering more questions. And you know, when I get a minute, I do my best to pop into the feed and pull out a few more questions, just because I like to give as much as I can to you so that we are navigating this together. If you enjoyed this experience, if you would like to have a session with me, Sarah Spiritual, and be one with this experience and make it personalized just for you, then go to SarahSpiritual.com. Do you want healing? We have energetic rejuvenation. Do you want to know what your past life offers you in this life? What the lessons are? We have past life regressions. Do you want to know the journey of your soul? What you're meant to do? We have that as well. Do you just want to know the how, what, where, when, and why, and where am I going, Sarah Spiritual? We've got a general reading for you. Do you need some coaching for your business, or coaching using this I am work and how to implement it in your everyday? Do you have some parts of you that are feeling a little fragmented or out of sorts because of early inner child work that needs to be done? That's a soul integration. Then go to the website. Go to SarahSpiritual.com/sessions and see what I do, and let's connect on a personal level. And I would love to see you again here on our feed. Thank you so much for following us on YouTube. Thank you so much for following us on Facebook. Thank you everyone for participating and sharing your wisdom. Thank you, Jamie, for sharing information about some of the crystals to the group. We're in this together, everyone. We are one with the oneness. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we spent time and space together. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual. You